Hi everyone, this is Sarfraz from Aristotle Prep and we are looking at question 73 from the OG 13 critical reasoning chapter. The stimulus says an overly centralized economy, not the changes in the climate, is responsible for the poor agricultural production in country X since its new government came to power. Neighboring country Y has experienced the same climatic conditions, but while agricultural production has been falling in country X, it has been rising in country Y. It's a straightforward argument. All it says is both of these countries X and Y, they experience the same climatic conditions, but in X, agricultural production has been falling, whereas in Y, it is not falling. So then the reason for this fall must be something other than the climate, because both the countries have the same climate. And so it is saying that the reason for this fall could be the overly centralized economy in country X. The question then says you have to weaken the argument, which means you have to say no, it is not the overly centralized economy. It could actually very well be the climatic conditions itself which are responsible for the falling agricultural production in country X. So somehow you will also have to explain why the same climatic conditions have not led to a fall in the agricultural production in country Y. So let's approach the options with that thought process in mind. A says industrial production is also declining in country X. Industrial production is of no consequence to our argument. So eliminate A. B says whereas country Y is landlocked, country X has a major seaport. But what does having a seaport have to do with agricultural production? Nothing. C says both country X and country Y have been experiencing drought conditions. We know that. I mean, both the countries are experiencing the same climatic conditions. Yet, agricultural production is only falling in one country, which is country X. Why? Isn't it because of the climate? So C doesn't give you the answer. D says the crops that have always been grown in country X are different from those that have always been grown in country Y. Now, this is very, very interesting because when you read the argument, you assume that both the countries are growing the same crops. But what if that is not the case? What if the crops that are being grown in country X are not well adapted to the climate at that time, whereas the crops which are being grown in country Y, which are different, are well adapted to that particular climate? Then even if the climate is same, one of the countries could be experiencing agricultural increase or increase in agricultural production, whereas the other one could be experiencing a fall in agricultural production. So D looks like a good answer to me. E says country X's new government instituted a centralized economy with the intention of ensuring an equitable distribution of goods. Why the new government did what it did is of no consequence to us. So D would be the answer to the question. A lot of students actually do get foxed on this particular question because they can't make the connection between crops and climate. So on a difficulty scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 4. Have a nice day.